3, 2,
Two.
1.
Hey, I was doing it. What happened here?
I was just gonna let you do
Seriously?
it.
This is why we only have 15 subscribers.
Yep. Okay. 3,
What is that?
2, 1. Hey everybody, this is Cody Caro from
Oh,
Lazy
crap.
Goblins. I
Lazy
am
Goblins.
I'm the main programmer of this project.
God, ridiculous. I do everything. Johnny never gets anything done.
And this is Johnny Woods.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Johnny Woods. I'm the lead artist on this project, apparently. Become that. Which is great, actually. You know, it frees up my time for other things. Anyways, hope everyone enjoyed the Super Bowl. Thought it was a great game, a lot of fun. But we're not here to talk about that, about our views on how it was. I mean, we can.
Danny DeVito did excellent as an Eminem.
I wanted to eat. I would have been like, yeah, I'll eat you, dude. I don't know. I would have just taken a bite out of his head. Tastes like Eminem to me. So yeah, that's part of. I'll get us right into the next segment of the introduction. Sometimes we may say foul things not intentionally. This is more of a family type YouTube channel, I guess. We're here to talk about games and the process of making games and how we go through it and how really merging life and your dreams in one.
Yep,
You too can do it. It's not easy. As you'll see tonight, I was supposed to texture our ship,
definitely.
which I'm fairly close. It's actually done unwrapping. I don't know if you guys can see. Am I on? Am I sharing a screen right now? Can you see it?
Yeah, we see your model.
Okay. So it's pretty much unwrapped. I can bring in over this thing. I am just organizing everything. As you can see, it's spread out. I like to spread it out. I don't know why. You know, I mean, you have all the space. Might as well have fun with it. It's not the best way to work. I know it's supposed to be organized and stuff, but I don't know how to do it. Ooh, can you do it that way? Where did it go? Oh, that's dumb. I'm not. Wait, wait. Where did it go? Where was that?
Yeah, I
Wait,
think that's it. They
wait.
got locked up there.
Oh, this is the extra stuff. Oh, I pulled this from over here. I see it. Okay, that's actually supposed to be down here somewhere. This is learning on the fly. Oh my god, I don't want that there. So yeah, I don't know. I've been more organized with it. I just don't.
So our initial plan was to do like just
Where is
base color, just colors for the textures, but
it? Me with all my free time, I decided to unwrap it because you never know where you might want to go with the project, and you might as
yeah.
well have your stuff completely. There it is. I knew I could do it.
Johnny thought pretty much like if we do have time and people like it and we want to take the art up a few notches, then we can.
Now we can.
Yeah, because everything would be laid out and all we'd have to do is make some textures.
And you know, one thing that I learned in school with some of my amazing professors was they said, you know, you always do what's asked of you. So if someone says, "Hey, I need you to make this thing for me," if you're an artist or whatever, and you're like, "Sure," you do that thing for them, you make it, but then you take it above. Like if you think, you know, what would look cool is like a cannon, even though Cody didn't want the cannon, I made it anyway. And now it's like, oh, well, it looks more like a ship. I kind of have the feel of the pirate ship. And then you just add it in. But the nice thing is you can take it away. So you say, here's your ship. And then like, cool, okay, I like it. Well, you know, I had some free time or some spare time, so I decided to go ahead and throw this in there too. I know if you don't like it, I can take it out. And then they go like, ooh, or no, or yeah, take it out. So this way it's ready to go. So if we decide to add actual textures, it's ready to go and no problem. So now I'm just trying to lay them out. I was going to start on the islands today also after I clean this up because this is pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to throw some flat colors on stuff to make it a fun, interesting game for now. But then it's Super Bowl today, so I didn't. and I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So, yay. Anyways, as you can see, I've deleted a lot of stuff because one of the biggest things you don't want to do is you don't want to texture every single thing. Like, you don't want to have to be like, oh, I have, 10 windows, they're all the same. Just unwrap and texture one window and then
Yeah.
just duplicate that one. You don't, it saves you time, makes your process faster. And just, you know, that's what it's all about. You don't want to be doing double work. Sometimes I leave it in sometimes so I can see where placement of things is, but I have the other model. It's always good to save a backup. So I have the other thing exported, so I can always just reopen it if I want and check it out. But for the most part, it's not like you know too detailed. I won't miss anything. I don't think. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
these are planes. So what's going to happen actually is I'll make them. Well, not these. Well, maybe these. I'll probably end up putting like I don't know how it works, like an image or picture or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done art. But I know plane. I'll put some stuff on there, and it should be able to show on both sides, so that way we'll get the effect. What's that thing called? A sail. Yeah, that's it. And a flag. Yep. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, process is going pretty well. I had to clean up a lot of stuff too. That's one thing that you should do kind of as you go, but that's another process that took me some time this week. Is you don't want to have all this extra stuff, like two faces, anything like that, because what happens is when you go to start texturing it, or it just really screws up your model and screws up texturing it. So you have to go in here and make sure everything's cleaned up. If you want extra, if you have extra vertices, merge them together, clean up those extra edges, things like that, just because it'll make your life a lot easier
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, it's good to do that before like getting into. Okay, I UV'd it, textured it. Oh, what's going on?
Exactly. Just clean up some stuff now. Actually, that kind of looks better. Looks more shippy.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I have. Cody, why don't you take it away? Tell them what they won, Cody.
All right, so what I have done. Let me pull up the to-do list here. Boop. Notepad or WordPad.
I don't even know if I have that on my computer. How do you get that? Is that free?
It is free.
I don't think I have it.
So for mine, the
Notepad.
first thing was mocking up the
Oh
main
my god,
menu.
I have Notepad, you guys. I had no idea. I'd be keeping so many more notes.
And this is what we have.
Oh, sorry.
This is what I have for the main menu so far. I got start game, options. You can change the volume level of everything.
Wait, are you sharing your screen? Because I don't see anything.
Oh, no, I'll share it. But yeah, I have the options menu, and then I have a button to go back to the menu. And then there's going to be more in the options menu, but I just wanted to get this for now because Johnny was complaining about it. And then I got the start game button to work, and it jumps right into the game. If you hit the escape button, my next thing was to get a pause menu with resume and exit button, and then options menu inside the pause menu. What?
It's so sad to see your notes, and I have texture ship, and I didn't even finish texture ship.
But yeah, I have, you can resume it and get back to playing. You could go back to the menu, or you can hit the options and adjust them in here as well. Then go back, and then you can even quit, resume, and then yeah. And then I also had organize a project, so I went through all the folders, made some folders, organized it, put everything in the folders, and then I adjusted and fine-tuned the movement of the boat. And actually, Johnny needs to test that. So
I was. It's a little slow. It's a little sluggish. But it's a heavy boat, you know.
A little slow and sluggish.
Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Keep fine-tuning boat movement. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I got done.
Can you just get some more stuff done, please?
I know. I need to get a lot more done.
All right, this is my goal then next week, guys. Okay, let's talk about me.
Okay, what's your goal?
Second. My goal is to have more than just texture boat on there. If Cody's working this hard, and that's the thing, is one thing that is you what happens is, because Cody and I have worked on several projects together, and I'd say out of those several projects, how many, Cody, do you think we've actually accomplished, like finished? Like 3, 2? Not counting game jams. I'd say not counting because game jams are like, you just go for it. How many actual projects? We have Wacky Duels.
I think just 2.
What's the other one?
That alien one.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
That was
so
fun.
I think the biggest problem is, see, this is what happens. Cody is very driven person. I am too. But I let other things in life get in my way, such as video games, my dog, YouTube,
Super Bowl. No.
Super Bowl, just other things. Too many things. So, you need to readjust your focus. If you're working with someone that's determined, what happens is a lot of times we'll work on a project and then I'm not picking up my end. I'm not doing my part. So then we both get bored of the project and we're like, well, we're not doing it. So it's like start over. So either it's better to have it if we can align your scopes. And now my thing is I love the way, that's why I work with Cody, because I love the way he works. He's determined and he wants to make it, and I want to make it. I think he's going to help me excel.
That's why I text him every day.
Yeah. And so I am adjusting me. So you guys are seeing live, and now this is proof, which is why we're doing these fake YouTube channel things. I bet it's not even real. Cody just wants to keep me on my toes.
Am I even recording? Yep.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Finally. I'm going to add more to my scope, because I can do it too. I just need to realign my focus. So, I will say the boat will be textured next week.
Okay.
Completely. Which will actually... I'll do you one better. It'll be done Wednesday. We'll post a picture wherever we post pictures at.
Twitter?
By Wednesday. Yeah, Twitter. We'll post it on Twitter on Wednesday. By Sunday, I'll have at least one island completely done.
Modeled?
With modeled, ready to go. I'll probably texture it as I go, so that way that's kind of out of the way. By Sunday, modeled, I'll have fruit on the trees, everything. So that way we can get along that way. And maybe I think another good idea would be at least one, because I assume I'm modeling the treasures they find, right?
Mm.
Because in order to, so gameplay, because our goal is to get this live so people can start testing it, I'll model at least one type of treasure. Cody and I can discuss what that treasure will be on offline. But that way, when people finally finish getting these clues, boom, they can actually get a treasure. It'll be simple, whatever, for now. I'll have that done by Sunday. That's my goal. And I'm going to stick to it, because like I said, it's important to align with your partner, because otherwise you'll just get off topic, or you kind of lose interest, and then you don't want to do it. Or worst case scenario, Cody doesn't text me every day one day, and then I'm like, oh crap. So there that goes. So I think that's important. So yeah, those are my promises to our how many subscribers did you say we had?
15.
50, right? Oh, damn. Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Someone is not telling their friends about us. Yeah. So, I'll do that for the 15 fans that we have. Trying to work on that stuff. And I will get that done for you guys. How many Twitter followers do we have?
Like 500 something.
Oh my god.
I don't think they pay attention though.
Yeah. Do you not post that we do these videos on Sunday?
I do.
Oh. Yeah, so I'll do that. Because I want to bring myself up a little bit more. And now, some of us probably have, like, challenging situations where it's hard. You know, I don't have any kids at the moment or anything like that. I only work my one job, which is 40 hours a week. But, so, you know, maybe you're like, oh, I would love to do that, dude, but I just can't. I have so much other things. Then don't worry about it. Keep your stuff comfortable for you, because what happens is you try to do too much, and then you're like, you know what? Now I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah, you don't want to burn out.
yeah, don't burn out. Make sure you still have some fun, and just do what's your scope. You know, this is my scope. I mean, this shift's pretty much done. If I can't model an island by in a week, then I probably shouldn't be doing art, and Cody should probably take over. I'll do the modeling or the coding. Mr. Cody's like, oh, guess what I did this week too? I worked in a game at C++. Let's do our next game in C++. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to learn C# to where you are with C#. Like, how's that?
You can do it, dude.
Positive reinforcement. I love it. Every time I start getting comfortable, he's like, let's do something else. Let's do Game Maker next. So yeah, I would say those are some good tips. Yeah, go for your dreams, man. Cody, what do you have for this week for our fans?
You pretty much said it all.
I know I talk too much.
You do.
I really, yeah, Cody is ready to be done with this. Yeah, here's what we did. I would talk. Well, I feel like if we're gonna, the whole point of this content is for people to be like wanting to get into it, see how it works, see the flow, and I might as well tell them. And that's the thing. I'll let everyone know right now. I'm a little lazy. I'm not as determined as Cody, so I'm trying to tell you guys if I can do it. It's not the whole silly thing where I can do it, you can do it. But if you could see, you can actually witness another lazy person getting their butt in gear, it might help other people go, oh, that guy's lazy. I can do it too.
Yeah.
Why do you think we came up with the name Lazy Goblins?
Exactly.
Just because of me.
Yeah.
It's really, that's why in our thing we only have one Lazy Goblin. It's me.
Johnny is the Lazy Goblin.
Yeah. Like, meanwhile, the whole horde is busy, like, storming castles and stuff, and I'm just like, I gotta go do that today.
Yeah, I can share one thing, actually. Doing the menus, like, it probably only took me, like, a day or two. And I could have probably started working on other stuff and getting other things done in the game. But, like, doing the menus is just so freaking boring that it kind of just wore me out. So, like, when it's easy to do, like, the fun parts of making a game, like coming up with the ideas, the art, like coming up with ideas for characters, stuff like that, doing the implementing actual like art assets that you have done, implementing the gameplay, getting all that balanced out. But like there's a good chunk of the game that nobody really like notices, like options menus, main menu, pause menus, stuff like that, that kind of makes it feel polished and brings the game all together. That is just really boring to do, but it's still a huge chunk of the game that you have to do and finish and polish out. And when you get to that sort of things, you just have to keep pushing through it and not get discouraged by it or get, worn out by it or bored of it. You just got to push through it.
That's great advice. Actually, that's definitely something that I totally agree with. Sometimes you'll come across things where you're just... So the best suggestion I have for that is do that when you feel the most motivated. So for you, it could be first thing in the morning when you get up, it's your day off, you're like, oh, I feel so stoked, I'm ready to work on this game. Do the boring thing right away, because you get through it, and then you can work on whatever else is fun. Because the thing is, with the boring, like the menus, if you don't have the menus, games wouldn't be as fun as they are sometimes. Not all games. I'm sure there's some games out there that don't really have menus and are great. But like with this game, like the music to me and the sound effects are too loud. Maybe because I'm old now and my hearing. But so I want to be able to turn them down. So to me, it's important. So like Cody said, it's like, yeah, it's boring. And that's the funny thing. For the record, I have made these similar kinds of menus. And what did I get from Cody? Oh, they're so plain, so boring. I'm like, really? Sorry, I'm not like making like awesome UI right now.
Yeah.
It's not fun. But the best thing I would say is probably for me anyway. I try to get through that stuff like first thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel stoked, and then you're like,
I kind
by the
of.
time you're like, oh, this sucks. You're like done.
Yeah, I kind of just spread it out through the week. So even though like majority it probably only took like a day or two, I just spread it out. Like one day I was like, okay, let me just get the knobs to work for the music and stuff to change the volumes. Okay, I got that done. And then the next day I did another thing and another thing. Just kind of spread it out so I didn't burn myself out from it.
See, that's how awesome Cody is he actually is disciplined enough to be like, I'll sit down and do this. Me, I'm like, I gotta sit down and knock this out right now, because, like, who knows when I'll do it, and then I gotta do it. So, but those are some great tips. Definitely do whatever works best for you. But as long as you're doing it, you're making it.
Yep, as long as you're making progress, you'll get there.
That's the thing, like, I feel kind of like, I have my office job now, which I'm very excited about. But, like, you're in your mind, you're like, oh, but this is where I want to be. I want to be like Naughty Dog. Or I want our studio to be up and running. Or I want to work here, or Bethesda, or whatever. But the thing is what I tell myself is, well, I'm still winning. Because I am working on Lazy Goblins. And I'm making games when I can, as much as I can. So I still win.
And this is going to go on his portfolio. And
yeah,
he can apply for some jobs.
Yeah, eventually you make it, And what's going to happen is Cody will probably make it before me, and then he'll never talk to me again. Because all I'll be doing is like, can you give me a job? And I'd totally be so supportive and happy for him, just abandoning me. So. He always says to still work with me, right?
Of course.
I know they have those NDR thingies or whatever, where you can't work on any other project while you're working.
I turn them down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I turn that down.
If you turn that down, I would purposely
unless it's Blizzard,
Facebook, just so that way you wouldn't feel the
unless it's Blizzard, then
yeah.
I'm all for it.
Sorry, bro.
Alright, new Lazy Goblins undercover mission. Get you in Blizzard.
Or no, he'll just keep giving me tasks
Technically, I'm not working on it.
Yeah. And then he'd just show me something cool he did in like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, it's so awesome. What? You did that in C++ too? Man, you're so amazing.
But yeah, it's definitely a progress. It's not.
It is.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
It's mostly a sprint, but gotta get there before Cody does, or he'll leave you.
It's not gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna make it together. Keep dreaming, keep believing, just keep going forward. That's what's important.
Yeah.
And thanks, guys, for watching our channel and supporting our dreams by, I don't know.
Please comment below with questions.
Yeah, well, yeah, Cody's really good about getting back to those questions. I don't even know if you guys do. He never tells me.
No, nobody's asked a question on the YouTube. I'm waiting for it so we could have like a Q&A section in our videos. I would like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start posting that on Twitter before we have this, and like say, hey, we're gonna do a video on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody
that's a good idea. I'll
have
do
any
that.
questions that they'd like us to talk about whilst we're in our video?
I'll do that next week.
Yeah. Let's just start this video over and do it this week.
Okay.
No.
Alright. Make
Alright,
sure
guys.
to like and subscribe. Comment below with any questions you have for us to answer next week. And keep on working. And
That's right. Remember, we do this for you guys. We don't have to make videos. We do. Well, actually, we do, so I stay on track. But other than that, purpose right there. We do it for you guys.
Yay, I found the treasure. Alright. Until
All right.
next week, guys. Bye.
See you guys next Sunday.